It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight.
Ed, always a pleasure to be in the booth with you. It reminds me a lot of my backcourt teammates. Actually, they were faster, could jump higher, and could shoot better. But anyway, we got a big-time matchup tonight.
You know, Jay, if you take a couple of letters and vowels away, you can go from Cohen to Duhan, just like that. Leonard. His first effort, off the mark. Harden with the basketball. Leads three. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Gets it in the left corner. Beyond the arc for three. To Westbrook. Tucker. 5 to shoot. Harden shoots. James Harden. 2 for 3 now here in the first. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Harden. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
James Harden, looking good. 4 for 5.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. It's Rockets ball. James Harden. James Harden. He's now 5 for 6.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Beverly into the front court. They trail by 2. To Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, LA.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
George against Tucker. Has a chance. Cleans it up to Williams. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
It didn't hurt him this time, but defensively, you got to prevent him from even catching the ball to begin with.
The drive, right to the...
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time for some new personnel into the game. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Beverly It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 4.
It's Harden. Deep two there, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Gotta get through this screen. Get through it. Get through it.
Doesn't have the touch, no good. To Paul George. It was right there. To Harden. Trying to cash in, knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
George, how's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the three.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. A good start to this one, all tied up as we start the second. George had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harden. That's off the side of the rim, short. George, guarded by the former Dookie. From long range, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Paul George, 4-2. And the rebound taken in by Shumpert. To Fareed. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. And it's Zubac with the rebound. George. With a drop step. It's Fareed with the rebound. Harden into the front court. Down a point. Rises for the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Short jumper stays out. Kawhi Leonard against Harden. Whoa! What a finish!
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. George. He engulfed him that time. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Houston takes over. Here comes the screen. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. Rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Clippers have got it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Leonard shakes free and hits.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 23, Louis Williams. Subbing in for the Rockets, number 17, P.J. Tucker.
And Jay, they call the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
Count the basket at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Leonard. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Screen coming. Two-point shot for James Harden. He connects off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The monster stuff.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. LA Clippers with the basketball. George here against P.J. Tucker. Clint Capella swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Williams has a chance. A shot no good there by Williams.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Pulls up for two.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. Corner three at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. First half comes to an end. The Clippers have the lead. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. George, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Patrick Beverly, that's his third personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Harden against George. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Working it outside. A pass taken away by the Rockets. To Harden. Easy path to the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To Harden. Looking for his man. Flushes down the slam. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
To George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
And now Houston has the basketball. It's good, and one.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
George. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Driving right to the basket, and he's going to the line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Leonard. For 3, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Harden. And it's Zubac with the rebound. To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Leonard smothering D. Harden in possession. The margin standing now at 7. To P.J. Tucker. Shot for James Harden. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. And look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Kawhi Leonard here against Harden. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Entering the game for Los Angeles, number 23.
Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stuck towards it. Driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit.